Community activists here in central Indiana are also reacting to the verdict. WRTV's Cornelius Hocker talked to the leader of Muncie Resists, who believes the case is a sign that the tide is turning and police will be held accountable for their actions.
The first thing that came to my head was thank God. I was extremely relieved. We all watched Derek Chauvin murder George Floyd.
Sarah Vitale leads the activist group Muncie Resists. She explains why so many people felt a collective sense of relief after hearing Derek Chauvin was found guilty.
I think a lot of us were preparing for a different verdict because of how often police are exonerated after murdering Black and brown people in this country.
Sarah points to the protests that happened across the country and world after George Floyd was murdered. Protests that saw people from all backgrounds coming together.
And I think that there has been a bit of an awakening and the beginning of some sort of reckoning.
That reckoning, Sarah believes, isn't just for cases that make international headlines.
There have been police officers in our community who are going to stand trial for excessive force.
WRTV Investigates has reported extensively on Muncie police officers facing charges for excessive force. Court documents saying they were kicking, punching, and tasing those getting arrested without justification. If all of that is true, Sarah believes holding them accountable is the best thing for the Muncie community.
I think that this is showing a possibility of moving forward, of reconciliation, of improved relations.
And Muncie Resists, like many groups across the state and country, continue to push for the same law enforcement reforms they were calling for last summer.
The message of defund the police has been confusing to many. But what we need to do is the police should not be the first line of response in so many of the cases in which they are. I'm not saying we don't need police, but in several settings, we need mental health care practitioners, we need social workers, and those organizations need to be funded.
Working for you, Cornelius Hocker, WRTV.